Alright, peace family. It's your boy, Let's Talk. Alright, so be back with another video. So let's dive right into this video. But before we do that, make sure y'all hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so that way y'all be notified every time I upload the latest and greatest. So, as y'all all know, Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan, they broke up and it's been trending all throughout social media. I've been getting so many messages, so many emails, notifications on my Facebook, on my Google Drive, all that stuff. And I wasn't really going to touch on it. As most of you guys probably know that I switched over to TikTok, so I do a lot of my content over there, and I see it over there a lot too. So I'm like, all right, well, let me just give my takes on this. So I recently seen that your boy Steve Harvey, who was Lori Harvey's stepfather, he recently came out and gave a statement on the whole thing. Now, I kind of just want to add my little thoughts on what Steve Harvey said because, although he is Lori Harvey's father, so you expect him to, side with her. But it's just like he just be saying unnecessary stuff. And it's kind of like the problem um, with people, like, especially a lot of men who have a problem with people like Steve Harvey and people like Derek Jackson and those who, like, kind of pander and cater to like a lot of single women or just women in general, just saying stuff that they want to hear instead of just keeping stuff just neutral or just being real about stuff. But I'm gonna digress. Let me let y'all I'm gonna read what he said. So I'm on cineblend.com and this is the statement that they saying. Y'all can go on cineblend.com and check it out yourselves. But the statement is saying the Family Feud host addressed Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan's breakup on the June 6th episode of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. At first giving a serious take on this romantic journey coming to an end, and then cracking jokes about it. With regard to the former, Steve Harvey said the following: "I'm Team Lori 1000%. Like, I'm 1000% sure, Maury. I'm Team Lori 1000%. She's my daughter. I love her. I support her. Naturally, things happen. It's hard to be young in the limelight and have a successful relationship. I can dig it. Look, as long as everybody can walk away in peace, be friends. I ain't heard nobody say they busted no windows or nothing. As long as you don't put your hands on my daughter, I don't give a damn what you do." Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan began dating in November 2020, with the two enjoying plenty of good times together, including workouts. Early last May, Steve Harvey described Jordan as a very respectful guy and said that he was cheering for the Black Panther actor and his daughter. Allah's thing ultimately didn't end up working out with them romantically, although they reportedly still love each other. And now, I read that little end part just to let y'all hear, Steve's thoughts on Michael B. Jordan. Obviously, I think that Steve kind of hold him in higher regards than all the other people that she's been kind of like passed around with. And I use that term, candidly, because it seems like she had just been going from one person to another, like Future, P. Diddy, Michael B. Like, she messed with all these guys within like a 18-month span. Like, the girl is she get around. And for the simple fact that he like, well, as long as you don't put my hands on my daughter, like, he always got to say like little extra little jab, little stuff like that. Like, now granted, like I said, all men feel that way. You know what I mean? But your daughter ain't nothing. Like, come on, like, when it comes to relationships. And that's the point of, like, I think me making this video. Like, all right, you a thousand, I'm about to say 1,000% sure more. You 1,000%, Team Lori. That's all right on some aspect, but you gotta hold your daughter accountable too. Like, what are you teaching her? Are you teaching her how to be a wife? Because, like, what it seems to me is that this is a pattern with her. Like, she's going from one person to another person to another person. And then you got to start looking like, all right, well, what is it about yourself that was that's not making these situations work out? Now, granted, Michael B. Jordan, he's no saint or nothing. He got his issues, and all these other people do too. Like, there's room for improvement on all sides, but I'm just saying, like, come on, we got to call a spade a spade. And I don't think that I don't truly believe that Steve Harvey believes that Michael B. Jordan is a bad guy. In truth, I believe that Steve Harvey probably think that Michael B. Jordan probably was one of the perfect guys for her. But he understands that she's going to do what she's going to do in the type of world we live in, and he make his money off of women like that. That's his income, females. So he gotta, cater to the mass. He gotta do what he need to do to keep his cash flowing. He heard out his own mouth that he used to be homeless and living in the car and stuff. He never want to go back to that. So he's gonna do whatever in his power to stay where he at right now. And if that means catering to females and even in this situation with your daughter when you know she's probably in the wrong, then that's what he's going to do. And he's going to say things that he's need to say for the people to listen to him and be like, yeah, you're right, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, when you think about it, it's just a repeated cycle. And, like, nothing never gets handled if we keep doing stuff like that. And I think a lot of us need to start taking a look at ourselves and start seeing what the problem with ourselves. That's both females and men. Like, we got issues with this. The mentality, the drive for people today. I'm learning as I go, and I just made a Facebook post in one of my groups, and I'm saying that it's not just females, it's men too. Like, it's blame to go all around. But I think in this instance right here with the whole Michael B. Jordan and Lori, I think that Steve need to take a long conversation with his daughter, even if he's not going to say anything public, which probably should be good. He might lose some followers, but he might actually also might gain new followers at the same time, because people going to start saying like, oh, all right, he's starting to, hold people accountable. But that's kind of like wishful thinking. But that's just my thoughts on this whole thing. I ain't really want to drag it out. I just want to give y'all my little 2 cents on this, and I feel like it's little subliminal jabs that Steve threw at Michael, and Michael probably, read these quotes of Steve and probably like, damn, bro, like I look at you like big homie, but okay, it is what it is. But we'll see. That's just my time. That's my thoughts. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Hold on. And I was gonna read this other part, but I'll save it for another video. But I'll holler at y'all on the next video. Like I said before in the beginning, if you like the content, please hit the like button and share. It costs you absolutely nothing to press that like button, to share the videos, and to subscribe to the channel. Prayerfully, I'll see you in the next video. God bless. Peace.